Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things. Oh my goodness, I forgot it. All things,
No!
all
Geek.
things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one
Oh
third of the nerd, Sunny.
no!
The other two nerds of the round table are Manny and Frank. What's up?
What's up,
What's going
guys?
on? Man, it
I'm
feels like
surprised.
2 weeks since the last one.
Yeah, it feels like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Um.
Maybe this
So
week
hi
was a
guys.
gauntlet.
Hello.
Oh,
Going on?
hello. Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. How's your sex life? All right, you guys want to just jump right into it?
Yeah,
do it.
let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it
These
to
would
it.
go wrong. Who wants to go first with our news?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Sunny
So
going first.
we'll start off with a little animated stuff here.
Cool.
Splinter Cell is getting an animated TV show from the from the writer of John Wick, and it'll be coming to Netflix.
Yeah.
There was originally plans for a live action film with Tom Hardy as the main lead, but nothing really came. So they're like, we'll move to the next best thing, which is an animated show.
I think they pick him when they can't think of anybody else.
Yeah,
So,
Tom Hardy doesn't have that much range. I mean, yeah, he doesn't.
He's good though. I mean, he's
He's
obviously
good,
very good.
but I don't want him in every kind of franchise.
I know, right? It's
Sure.
like
Like,
here,
I
Splinter
wouldn't
Cell and Uncharted and this and
And
that.
Spider-Man. I wouldn't picked him. Wait, he's on Uncharted?
No, probably that's probably what
Oh.
they're thinking. They're like, oh, we need somebody. Oh, just pick Tom Hardy.
That was
I don't like. I didn't want him for Venom. I mean, I felt like we could have probably picked someone else for
He was
Venom.
weird in that. He was very weird in that.
Him as Splinter Cell. Now, I'm not a big Splinter Cell fan, but I've seen the games and I've seen the gameplay. Or, oddly enough, when G4 was around, I think that's when the last big Splinter or good big Splinter Cell game came out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I no, not Tom Hardy. Get out of here. It's going to be animated though. Did it say who's going to do the voice and all that good stuff?
They got to
Not
do
yet.
Ironside, man. Come on now. Don't mess that up.
Ironside.
Yeah, he's the one who did the game voice. So they should just keep that.
Okay.
I mean, he's got the greatest voice ever.
But
so.
if he's old, how old is he? Like
He can
Kevin
still
Conroy.
do a voice. He doesn't have to jump over a box or anything.
No, but you could tell the age difference between young Kevin Conroy when he
That's
did
true.
the animated series and then Arkham Asylum Kevin Conroy. Like,
That's a good point.
I personally don't like the new Kevin Conroy voice. I feel like he doesn't do it the same. Yeah, I
It's
don't
like he
know.
has to try harder to do it, maybe.
Like
it strains him a little bit more.
No, what I think happens is that I think the other movies have kind of influenced him more because now, and it might be his voice that he's trying to do it up more, but now it's more of a grittier Batman.
Oh, okay.
And doesn't talk as much, I guess. Where the animated series one, that was kind of like in the mid ground between gritty and still not upbeat, but
like it wasn't like
still
pure
hold
gravel.
conversation.
It was still like
Yeah, it's a lot of gravel now with Kevin Conroy, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm indifferent about the show. Hopefully it's cool.
You'll watch it. Sounds good.
Did you guys see that they announced the new Jurassic World animated TV show, Camp Courageous?
Nope.
You guys see that? That looks pretty cool, and that's coming from Netflix, and that is going to be animated. But this is more for kids, where I'm pretty sure that Splinter Cell is going to be more for like adults. I can't pronounce this, but it's the time of the dinosaurs.
Cretaceous.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is it that going to be? It's going to be a kids animated or what?
Yeah, it's basically going to be like a kids animated, but it actually looks pretty cool. So you guys should look at that. That's actually coming out pretty soon. It says 2020.
Yeah, they have so much animated now.
That's good.
When is this coming out? Oh,
What about
I
Splinter
think
Cell? When does that come out?
No date released yet, but it was announced, confirmed, and they're moving forward with the project.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
probably 2022 if I had to guess. Unless they already started on it, then late 2021 maybe.
Yeah,
Netflix
if they announced it, they're probably working on it.
Yeah, so like 'cause Netflix doesn't have the best animated stuff when it comes to the very blocky movement. Maybe they'll fix that with this show. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. So.
All right, who else? Frank, you want to go with one?
Amazon says that The Boys season 3 is confirmed, but don't ask us when. It was kind of funny the way they posted about it. They were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it, but don't even ask right now."
Yeah.
They did that, not that particular way, but they announced season 2 right away. I think before even. Well, I think it was only a couple weeks. Season 1 was out, wasn't it? I think we all.
Yeah, like I don't think.
Sunny.
Yeah, like we didn't even finish the show, and then they already said season 2. So.
Yeah.
Same thing like that. So, that's good.
So I'm down for that.
I'll take another season.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go next. This one's from Cosmic Book News. I don't know why I keep finding this website, but apparently there was supposed to be another ending, an alternate ending for Man of Steel. Did you guys hear about this?
No.
And Frank went black, so I'm gonna say another ending. Did you hear about this for Man of Steel?
Oh, for Man of Steel? No, I mean that's like what, 10 years ago the movie came out.
So it wasn't supposed to always be him cracking his neck, Zod's neck. What it was supposed to happen, they were supposed to go back to the Fortress of Solitude, and he was supposed to throw Zod into a ship and throw him basically into space, kind of freezing him. Yeah, throw him into space. We did talk about maybe people would have been happier with that, but it felt like a cop out with the story we were telling. So yeah, and then the reason why we think this is true, Zack Snyder back in 2016, it says here, laughed and rolled his eyes at the notion of freezing Zod and sending him to space. And then this is a quote. I didn't want to, and this is when he rolls his eyes, freeze Zod on ice and shoot him into space. I thought it was boring laughs. So, would it have been better? Maybe not. But
I don't think.
But it would have brought back Zod as, or with Michael, what's his name? Shannon?
Yeah, Michael Shannon.
But apparently this guy had his own idea of bringing back Zod as Doomsday. So, that's fun. That's my one part. Sonny, you want to go next?
Sure. This next news is kind of more for me, but if you guys know about the franchise, that's cool too. Kevin Smith is creating a new Green Hornet animated series. I love this. As a kid, I got some tapes of it from my dad, and I watched. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. So, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Smith, but I am excited to see more Green Hornet stuff and done right instead of Seth Rogen as Green Hornet. So,
forgot about that movie.
Yeah, I forgot. Most people should.
Everything about that movie.
Yeah, that's like wow. Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't think I could ever be bored enough to watch it again. But
mildly excited.
I used to like Smith more, but animated, I would check it out. I think it's a cool concept, and
I don't know, man. Can Smith do like how much is he creating it? Like, is he writing it? Is that what it says in there, or he just says he's producing it?
He's gonna write it, so that's what kind of has me kind of like for a second, but maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe like
he's been doing Batman 66 comics for a while, so maybe he's got some practice writing that kind of stuff. I think he's writing a He-Man show for Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah.
something like that. So I don't know. Maybe he could do it.
Like his comic book stuff is surprisingly pretty good. So maybe he's gonna approach it from that angle. Because like his last films have been more like I'm gonna make something weird and out there just because like
Hmm.
it's there and people are gonna like it because it's weird. So maybe this is him kind of going back to like Daredevil days, maybe. So we'll see how it goes.
What do you mean
Like
Daredevil days?
he wrote Daredevil for a small stint.
Yeah, and he wrote Batman too.
But this is still comics, right? Not a
Yeah.
TV show.
No,
Yeah.
but with Green Hornet, I think and being I think would works better as a comic because just the stories and so that him being a hero and all that kind of stuff. Maybe he'll be more inclined to write that way instead of, hey, it's Green Hornet that turns into an actual Green Hornet. So
Wait, it's Green Hornet. It's going to be a show, right? Or is it going to be a comic that's coming out?
animated show.
An animated show.
Yeah.
A lot of that going around.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why not? I mean, just whenever it comes out, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Frank.
Sonic 2 coming out in 2022, which is not really a surprise since you see Tails at the end of the first one. And
wait, you see Tails?
I've seen it.
There's yeah, I thought you guys have watched it.
No, I didn't watch it.
I don't think you saw Tails.
I know you watched the movie.
I watched it, but
He's there, dude.
Man.
And then there's a Robotnik scene too.
I see the Robotnik scene, but I didn't see Tails.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw Knuckles, what
I
Knuckles.
didn't see that.
Well, Knuckles' breed shows up in the beginning.
It's like we watched two different movies.
No, Knuckles' breed, whatever kind of animal Knuckles is,
or whatever,
shows up in the beginning.
Yeah.
They have masks on and all that.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
I'm gonna put on this movie real quick and fast forward to the ending. I didn't see Tails, and I think I was looking for Tails. All right.
Yeah, he comes up over a ridge and he's like looking for Sonic. So. Yeah, I mean, first one was not bad, and the thing I would look for in the sequel is that now they don't have the baggage of explaining Sonic, so then now they could just have fun.
What's his explanation?
And be like, because they're trying to why is he in our world? And he's
my God, Tails is here.
Yep.
Funny.
I don't remember this.
You just blew his mind again.
Just remember, I felt like that when I first learned about Tails in the Sonic games, and somebody was like, his real name is Miles, but he hates it if you call him that. And I was like, what? I thought that was the most mind-blowing fact ever.
His name is Miles, guys. Did you know this? Oh my God.
Don't call him, for the love of God.
Where's time?
The movie wasn't bad either. Jim Carrey did a good job. He was funny. He was still the bad guy. I think if Sonic looked like how he was going to look like, it would have been 10 times worse.
Oh my God. Yeah. It would have been unbearable to watch. I mean, you wouldn't want to even look at him.
Isn't that crazy? How the animation, if he tweaked it and they didn't change anything else into the movie, because that's basically probably what they did.
I'm so surprised they listened.
I'm super surprised that they listened, dude.
They never do. And then it's it would have cost them so much to go back and do it. But they did it. It worked out for them though, because I mean, I heard that it was pretty successful. So.
Crap! I'm next, and I'm trying to find. I think I could do this. Oh yeah, playing in the background. I love my iPad. All right, let's go back here.
Okay.
And then let me find my news.
As he finds his news.
Where's my news?
Bump, bump, bump.
Guys, talk about. Oh, here I found it. All right. So the next thing was supposed to be Zack Snyder again, but I guess I could just gloss it over. Zack Snyder's finishing Justice League this cut for free. So he's not getting paid for it. They're still Warner Brothers is still putting money towards it so he could finish it, but he's not putting money towards it, which I thought was kind of cool. That means he really does. Oh, and the other thing, I don't know if I brought this up. I don't think I did, but I did read it today or this week, is that this Snyder cut is no longer part of the DCEU. So the Josh Whedon one is the official one in canon for what's going to happen, I guess, for Flashpoint, Aquaman 2, and stuff like that. This one is basically going to be an Elseworld, if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah.
So basically its own kind of universe kind of thing. Now, that's not to say that it could easily revert itself by Flashpoint when Flashpoint does what it does and kind of makes this one into the main timeline, which I could see that might happen. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. So I guess a little two-parter on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess kind of weird though, how they're doing that. But I guess it makes sense. If everybody loves Snyder's cut more though, they're gonna be like, whatever. Like in my mind, that is the canon one.
So, and I think that's where Flashpoint's probably gonna come in. Because like, when is Aquaman 2 happening? I didn't see the date on that. I'm pretty sure
that's
that's
a good one. I'm not even sure.
So I could see by Flashpoint, when that comes out, this is going to be the main timeline, and the other one is not.
Let's see here.
I mean, they can do.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
I'm trying to look into that with Aquaman too. Yeah, I'm not even sure what it's saying here, but.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, let's see here. Maybe this is it. Yeah, I mean, because we got Wonder Woman 84 is done filming already. That's set in stone already. So
that's a weird movie on its own, though.
Yeah, well,
it does seem weird.
I think after the disaster of Justice League, I think they started to go kind of like what the Marvel shows did, like the last thing of Daredevil is kind of a standalone. We're not gonna talk about the rest of like the Defenders and stuff. It happened, but we're not gonna talk about it, kind of thing. Maybe that's what DC was starting to do. Like Wonder Woman's like, oh, we're just gonna go into the past and we'll just acknowledge that it happened later. But this is, that, and then we have a Black Adam movie was supposed to come out. Well, that's definitely not gonna happen this time. This year, there's no movement on that. Shazam 2, 2022.
I thought that one was close finally. That Black Adam.
I'm not sure yet. Aquaman's supposed to come out in development. It's come out December 16th, 2022. So I don't know. That's the problem with having that thing come out now, is that they already kind of like changed already on what they were going to do. So they had to do it again. I think it just make things more muddled and just like, well, DC has no idea what the fuck they're doing. So
I don't know if 1984 Wonder Woman, because I felt like I started reading hints of the story before Justice League came out, and I want to say I'm trying to see when exactly it started, the production. Justice League, I guess, came out 2017. Oh my God, Tales does come out. I don't think I stopped watching it at this point. I 100% stopped watching. I didn't go through.
Oh, that's probably why.
Everything has stingers now, man. You gotta stay and watch.
Yeah, but
super stinger.
It was like pandemic and all that.
He's here. I found him.
They have a voice for him already?
Miles Morales Tales.
Miles Morales.
Readings are accurate. He's here.
That's so weird. I don't like. I don't like Sonic like that. Where I don't movie. Okay.
I like it. I'm glad they put him in.
He goes fast too.
He's not supposed to be that fast.
Anyway,
he just flies.
What were we talking about? Oh, I don't know if Wonder Woman 84. It began principal photography began June 13th, 2018.
Yeah.
So like a year. When did Justice League come out? Do you have that in front of you, Frank?
I don't.
I got it. Justice League.
2016, no?
No, I think it was
2017, actually.
Yeah. March. Nope, that's a movie. November 17th, 2017.
I mean, like, Flashpoint's already set up though from Justice League. Yeah, you know, regime, Superman and Mad Max, Batman, and all that. So it's kind of isn't it already kind of like set up already, like the basic story, I guess.
Hopefully,
no, they could always change it, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to add more until it comes out and see what DC wants to do. So, did we just lose Manny? Hello.
Uh-oh.
We'll
Maybe.
let him reconnect in a minute if need
Yeah.
be. Go ahead and move forward with the next story.
Sure.
This will be a quick little news we can just talk about real quick. The Mandalorian, the Star Wars series that is on Disney Plus, has been nominated 15 times in the Emmys, including Best Drama, which I think is very interesting.
I'm
TV,
surprised, actually.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say like I know this whole talk of when the golden age of TV started and stopped, but there's still a lot of good TV out there, and the fact that this is looked at as a good drama is interesting to me. Hello, I think he's back. Can you hear us?
There you are.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're just talking about the Mandalorian being nominated.
I never left. I heard you guys. Oh, now I lost you.
You hear me still?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Oh, okay. Sonny, I think, kind of froze.
It's okay. No one needs to see my face.
All
So, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, majority of the stuff that they're nominated for does make sense. A lot of sound mixing, costume design, and all that kind of stuff. But being nominated for best drama, I thought was a surprise. So,
It was a little bit.
Yeah. When does that even happen? The Emmys? I forgot.
All right. Oh. I don't know. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you
go. I forgot when.
September 20th.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I mean,
I think they
should
should win for that set. They need to win for that. I mean, that was that's pretty incredible.
I'm trying to see who's in the same category.
Same category,
so
yeah.
In the same category, it's Better Call Saul, Killing Eve. I've never seen that one. Ozark, Stranger Things, Succession, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, and The Mandalorian.
Oh.
I don't think they're gonna win. I mean, I really don't think so.
It could be Ozark.
Probably.
Better Call Saul was good. The ending was a little weak. I could see that one winning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's probably between. I haven't seen Succession. I haven't seen The Crown.
I have not seen those either.
Handmaid's Tale, I fell off on. I got to watch it again, but I fell off on it. So I would probably say just between what I've seen, Better Call Saul, Ozark, and Stranger Things.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'll win, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'll win either. But
hey,
it's good to know that a good show is when like, hey guys, this is a good show. You should watch it. So.
And they're including streaming shows now, so.
Which is nice, because they should.
Because there are some good ones. I mean.
Oh yeah, just wait one. So yeah, I thought that was a cool piece of news.
Yeah, I think they should win for special effects, 100%.
Oh yeah, hands down.
So I'm with Frank and you guys with that. All right.
Yeah.
Frank, you want to go?
Yeah, The Witcher is getting a spin-off, which is called Blood Origin, and it's set 1,200 years before Geralt. And it's basically, it deals with how the Witchers were created in the first place. Which, when they do this, to me it's annoying because it's like, I mean, the reason I like it is because of that main character. Like, why would I even care? 1,200 years, like you could cover that kind of stuff in the main show. Like, I don't see why you need another show for it.
I mean, depending on how long it's going to be, I mean, maybe this is their way of building the world more. Like if it's like a full-fledged 12 episode series,
Hmm.
I don't think there's no need for it. But if it was like,
Yeah,
hey, it's like a 3-part miniseries or 4-part, little thing, maybe to get you invested into the world more, maybe.
I
I
don't
I,
know.
I
I
don't know
don't.
if
I think
the
it like
if
alienates more than it makes you invest.
Um, I mean, so like I know we've had this talk in the past before where like I love the world. I want to see more of it.
Sure,
You know,
me too.
like like Star Wars. Like okay, I'm kind of tired of the whole Skywalker thing going on for 9 movies, whatever. But
Hmm.
you get stuff like the Mandalorian, and you get Clone Wars, and you get the stuff that like Rogue One and stuff that breaks off that makes you appreciate the overall world even more. Now the Witcher, I don't know how people feel about it. I know that they like like the main the main people in it and everything like that. But maybe there is a number of people going like, hey, I want to see more of the world. How does this place work and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but they
I
could
think
do that in Witcher season 2. I mean, they don't need a.
they
I don't
could.
know.
I agree, but maybe this is a new way of telling stories on TV. Again, this is me assuming that they might go that way, which
Yeah.
again to me makes more sense. Where like, hey, this is a 3-part episode thing you can watch, and it'll help you understand the world more. So when season 2 comes out, you feel more invested in the world. I guess maybe,
I
which
guess
I would be
like
okay
to
with.
me, I don't mind not everything being explained. Like you don't have to give me 12 episodes about how the Witchers were created. I mean, they already kind of said that it was some dark magic or whatever the heck they explained it. And I'm
Well,
like,
of course,
fine, whatever. That's good enough for me. I mean,
Frank, did they mention anything about it? Like it is a new season, it's series, and what? How did they word it?
they just said it's a spin-off series focusing on how
Yeah,
Witchers were created, but I don't have, you
that
know,
doesn't sound like it's a mini series or anything like that because they would have called it a mini series. Hopefully, it gets evolved into that because I don't know how invested I would be on that. I mean, unless they have
yeah.
like a big name actor into it again, like Henry Cavill,
Hmm.
I don't really care about it too much. Unless you guys, I mean, you guys play the video games. I didn't. Maybe
yeah,
there's
Um,
characters in there that you guys hope that you would
no,
have
not really.
seen. Yeah,
nothing
I
like
don't.
that. But maybe this is their way of
Probably the books
of
too. But
assuming something like, hey, people like this so much, we can do a spin-off of this brand new character, and we kind of follow him until, and so then they have 2 shows going at once, maybe.
they keep
But that's the
saying
thing.
this like for a lot of stuff. Like before Game of Thrones ended, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do a Game of Thrones 12,000 years before
Yeah.
And
Westeros
that failed.
stuff," and it's
That
like,
failed.
yeah, dude, nobody wants that. And then
Well,
I think
they are doing one. I don't know if it's 12,000 years now, but they
I
are
would just made
doing
that
a prequel. No, seriously, that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a little bit
up.
further.
Was it?
But now there is one of the House Targaryen, and I think
Mm,
it's basically going to talk about how the Targaryen household fell. Which I
mm,
mean, com- Sonny, you compared this to Star Wars, and that Star Wars ended up being its own kind of world. It wasn't like that right away. I think it was after the 3 movies came out, and then the next 3 movies came out, and they were like, "Oh wait, maybe we could tell more stories about like the Clone Wars and all that." And the
mm-hmm.
Clone Wars picked up, and then that's where all these little ones started picking up. So the Witcher series didn't really say much to want us anything else. I don't. I mean, I didn't want to know how the Witchers were made. Maybe give us an episode, see how that
Mm-hmm.
episode worked,
That's what I'm
see how
saying.
much
Yeah.
see how much viewing happened in that episode, and then spin off on it. I feel like they're just trying to cash in real quick, real fast.
And it's like, why
And
do you have to say
Oh,
that? Like right
it-
when we're still waiting for the second one.
yeah,
We're having fun with this one already. Like what? To me, it just
because the
annoys me. It's
the
like,
first one too was hard to get into. Like I had to power through the first 2 episodes. Uh, it was super hard to get into with that. It's, oddly
it
enough,
wasn't
that was
perfect.
one
It wasn't perfect.
that that was one series that I probably watched like 6 times because I watched it, then Violet watched it, then her parents watched it, and then Violet wanted to watch it again because she was on meds when she was watching it. Um, So it was one of those funny things that it just happened like that. But watching it all that much time, I mean, no, I didn't really care much about it. I want more songs.
Yeah, more Bard songs.
Yeah. Other than that,
I
we'll
mean,
see how
if
it
it
goes.
happens, basically try it, and if it sucks, you ignore it and move on. That's it. I mean,
Sure, that's fair.
All right, at the end
Uh,
next.
yep.
So I don't know about you guys, but I know we're all waiting for the new Mutants, right? Waiting for that to show up.
Yeah, man,
And
I want to watch that.
why doesn't it just show up on Disney Plus or Hulu? Can you guys take a guess why it hasn't showed up?
Maybe it was made before the Disney deal or something, because it was a while back that they created that,
It was a while back.
right? Like 4 years or something.
Maybe it smells like Fox
Might be
too much.
stuck in some kind of contract problem or something.
Yeah, so it's basically a contract. I'm trying to see who on here gave us the reason why. But basically, it's saying that it can't come out. It can't come out on Hulu or Disney Plus because there is a contract that it has to be a theater release first, and then once it's in the theater release, then it could be released with everything. And so I guess Josh Boone is the director. He says with most movies, you sign contracts that guarantee a theatrical release, so it needs to open up to ever go on digital in the first place.
That's crazy.
So the Trolls do that? Trolls never showed up in the movies.
No, it never did.
In the movies.
It came out theater at home. Maybe they could get around it like that, but I don't. They probably would have done that by now.
Maybe it's only Disney movies now, or maybe Fox movies. Because Trolls was like DreamWorks, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're probably like, we don't care about this. Maybe because it's such a big studio, Disney puts that in their contracts that we promise to release it in movies theaters first, and then we'll do that.
I tell you, this is probably the last time they write that into a contract.
Yeah, probably, man.
They're gonna be like, dude, no.
Whatever.
I ain't guaranteeing nothing.
I'm sure that, and it wasn't Disney who probably wrote that. It was probably Fox who wrote that. But I mean, I don't think Disney wants to do that with Black Widow or even Mulan. I think they kind of want to wait it out and see.
That's big money right there.
But at least this movie, I would think, I don't know. Who knows? I don't even want to know. But that's it for that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see it one day.
I am waiting for that. I mean,
I want to see it. Just let me have it. Give it to me.
I guess there was like 4 minutes or the opening 10 minutes of the movie. I didn't even want to watch that because I'm just at this point I might as well just wait.
Yeah, but I did hear those 10 minutes made people more excited to like have it come out now. So maybe there's something there. It's just it keeps getting dicked around so much of just bad timing and just like whatever. So we'll see how it goes. I want to see it though. So give it to me.
All right, you go.
Me? Okay. Universal and AMC, the U.S. chains have come to a new video on demand deal. So essentially, what they should have been doing in the first place. A new movie for Universal will come out. It'll be on VOD to rent for $20. Essentially, a part of that $20 will go towards AMC. Like if it actually came in theaters, like you get $10 out of it, you get $5, you get $8 out of it per buy or to rent. So this will help them. I don't think it's gonna get them out of any kind of debt or fear of foreclosure a lot, but it is something to keep them afloat until they can actually like reopen up again. So I think
and what movies come out this way?
Universal.
Oh, Universal. Okay.
Yeah, Universal. So yeah, we'll see. Because I think the Fast and Furious are Universal, right?
Yeah, actually.
Imagine if like Fast 5 came out like this, AMC would have got a nice chunk of change from that. So yeah, this is a good deal moving forward. I don't know how many movies they have coming out, but yeah, I don't know why they didn't do this sooner. No, granted, I would assume this would be over like in a month, but might last for another years or never. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. I mean, somewhat because I I do miss getting up early, going to the first showing, sitting down with my popcorn and enjoying a good movie. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only a few movies I would pay 20 to rent for.
Sure.
I mean, there's, very few, I would say, for me personally.
Would you do it for Black Widow?
Yeah, I would.
Really?
That's like no doubt. Yeah,
I
I
think
need
I
that
think
back in my life. I need MCU again.
depending how long it goes for, I
Mhm.
might
The
I need
longer
some
it goes.
MCU. Yeah, the longer this pandemic goes for and all that, and
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
it finally does come out, where are we sitting at with what we should wear? I mean, Dr. Fauci now kind of hinted that if it gets, if it gets worse, then we should probably wear face coverings or goggles or stuff like that. And if it ever comes to that point, no, I'll just stay home.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then I'll probably rent the movie.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, I got one more.
right.
The Avengers game that is coming out, they released a beta trailer saying everything you can do in the beta and the date. So if you pre-ordered, the PlayStation start date is August 7th, and you could preload on the 6th. If you didn't, the open beta starts August 14th on PlayStation, preload on the 13th. So if you want to try this game, you can do that either with the pre-order, which you could always cancel that. I mean, you could just pre-order, get the code, try it, and then if you really don't like it, just cancel, and you don't get charged. So,
right.
or you could wait for the open one on the 14th. So I do really want to try this because I don't want to spend money on something I'm not going to enjoy. So
Sure.
I'll be trying this. I think they said you can get up to level 20 or 25, and then you can play a few missions, and then you can play like a battle mode where you kind of just like load into an arena and beat up bad guys and just practice. And then I believe you can unlock some cosmetics and you can play as Hulkbuster, and so you can do a few cool things in the beta. So I definitely want to try it.
All right. Are you guys excited for this still? Did you guys?
Yeah, I think
watch
it's
the whole
looking
thing?
better and better. The more they show, to me, it looks better. At first, it was kind of like, this looks cool, but it looks kind of janky, and then lately it's been looking better. So.
Yeah, it definitely does look better.
I kind of have the opposite feel. Like I just feel like it feels so average of a game. Looks average. It looks like a normal beat 'em up,
Like
build your
just
crew type of game. Yeah, I don't know. Like it didn't catch my eye. I was like, maybe if it's on sale someday, maybe I'll pick it up for like 20, 15
I would
bucks.
say after beating God of War, everything looks kind of meh.
I mean, it's not even really graphics. It just feels like a video game movie where like we don't care about the graphics. We just need some kind of content put out. Like to me, it looks like the Wolverine game that came out. I think for Origins or
the one where he takes damage and stuff.
Yeah,
that was pretty graphic.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good game.
No, like it was a good game, but it wasn't like a fantastic great game. Now compared to all the other like licensed games, it's like like on a tier of its own.
Yeah.
But put it up like against like an actual.
It's kind of like Wolverine. How good can you make it? It's not going to be Last of Us.
No, but again, we're like God of War, where like you have this great story with good gameplay. Like he's perfect for that type of like like world. You know what I mean? So this just feels more like a standard multiplayer beat 'em up game. To me, it's like those are okay, but
to me, I'm happy with that. I mean, like I already have better Avengers stories, so it's kind of like, what are you gonna really do that's gonna be better than what I've seen? So like, just give me the action part of it.
Yeah. I personally don't think it's going to be that movie because, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Captain America hasn't shown, and he's going to be a playable character. They just showed
clips of him, but
yeah, they showed him in the beginning, Avengers Day, but
Right,
they haven't shown him in new stuff.
Right
And then
after everything happened, yeah.
yeah, and then Hawkeye, they just announced that.
Yep.
he's
So I think
DLC.
Mhm.
this does have extra layers. It's going to show you the gameplay first because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what is going to keep us playing. And if we like the gameplay, we'll keep going for the story. Because no matter how good that story is, if that gameplay sucks,
Yep.
we're not going to play that game.
Yeah.
Well, that's not, like this looks like to me the gameplay looks average. So like I don't really want to invest in $60 to play it.
So then,
I'm like,
they're probably working more on the story. That's what I'm saying with that.
Mm.
Because the gameplay for Batman Arkham Asylum, that looked good, but bare bones of it was just a beat 'em up kind of thing. There was a little bit more to it. There was a little, but you learned that when you played the game with it. This one, it seems like there's a little more to it because there's different combos you could do. You could team up with Miss Marvel, and then you could only
There's, like,
do
the RPG stuff.
people. Yeah, there's RPG stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little bit more than Sunny
Maybe.
is. And the last trailer, the last gameplay they showed, where they showed off Marduk, that sold me a little bit more. That really did sell me a little bit more. So
Yeah, I mean, well, you could always just try it, and if what you're saying comes true, then just forget about it, man. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a sucker, and I'm biased too, so I'm like really excited for it. So I'm really hoping
nothing's
it's
gonna beat
good.
Spider-Man. So I'm still waiting for Miles. But
Yeah.
yeah, this will be a nice little carryover.
Well, I'll let you guys know. If you guys don't try it, I'll let you know what I thought.
I haven't turned on my PlayStation since I've been back to work. I'm sad about it.
Hmm.
Okay, talking about PlayStation, Sony announces 2 ready for PlayStation 5 TVs with special console integration. This is from Games Radar. So apparently, as the title says, Sony is releasing a new lineup. Apparently, these lineups, I believe, are already available. There's 2 models right now in the market.
Probably
It's
$2,000, no?
well, I'll get into the price. The XH90 4K HDR full array LED. That one starts at $1,000.
For a 12-inch.
I didn't think I said size. So I'll click on it and see the size. And then the next one is ZH8 8K HDR full array LED. That guy starts at a whopping $6,000.
Dang.
Yeah, and well, it's 8K.
Can PS5 output to 8K or no? I don't think
yes.
so, right? It could?
No, it can't. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dude. Because I didn't even have to look that up. I know I heard it, but I didn't look it up to confirm it because Xbox is doing it, and I feel like that would be a huge left behind if Xbox didn't do it.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm sorry if PS5 didn't do it. Damn, I guess the one thing I couldn't come up with the size of the TV. Maybe these will tell you. Let me look these up real quick. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves. But apparently these are going to have like its own gaming mode, as other TVs can use the control for this TV to work your PS5 if you want to. So it's going to be a little bit more, which is pretty cool. Let me see ZH. Oh, this is, of course, I clicked on the most expensive one first.
Yeah, they usually do this. I think they did it with PS4 too.
Did they?
Yeah, and then they had like bundles where you could get the TV and then the PS4 free, quote unquote.
So
But
the
TV was
Z8,
like an arm and a leg.
the Z8 is starts at 75 inches and then goes all the way up to 85 inches. So that's why that one's 6,000. And then let me look at the XH90. This guy
is
it says it's an excellent mid-range.
okay. Okay, I don't know what that means, but sure, I agree.
Like you're not getting the highest quality of TV. That's where you're spending $6,000.
Yeah.
This one starts at 55 inch.
Fine.
And it
Pounds,
does.
yeah.
And this one does. It doesn't top out until it does go all the way up to an 85-inch variant.
Okay.
So this one kind of goes in between those. So that's just the model, and then you just pick out your size you want. But it looks like there's a 55, a 65, a 75, and then even an 8-inch. But the 55-inch you could get for $1,000. It looks like.
And it looks like they're gonna have HDMI 2.1 ports on these, which is not really that readily available right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really even know the difference
this
or
one,
the advantage of 2.1.
The XH90 isn't quite complete package yet. It lacks HDMI 2.1. So yeah, we got to look into that. But yeah, those are basically. I thought that was kind of interesting. Is it surprising? No, because they make TVs and they make almost everything.
Yeah.
But I like that it's a little more integrated. Like your remote will work with your TV and also work with your PS5. So
Yeah, that part I like.
We'll see.
I hope it PS5 is a little better for media stuff because the PS4 is like too slow and clunky and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I don't plan on playing 8,000 or 6,000, but yeah, I mean those are cool to have that work seamless. So we'll see.
Well, these are the first TVs too. So by the midpoint of its lifespan, 8K is probably going to be a little bit more affordable. Maybe 3,000 to 2,000, depending on what you want to spend on the TV. So these are the beginnings with that. Only rich people are going to get this 8K, and really, you probably don't even want to get this 8K right now because it's not going to be at the fullest capacity with it. So
yeah.
Sonny, you got something else?
Yeah, my last piece of news is Money Heist season 5 will be the end of the Netflix show. So I know you guys are a big fan of this show. I haven't started it yet, but yeah, I mean, typically, especially when for majority of shows, Netflix usually cancels after like 3 seasons or so.
Yeah, or cancels at the wrong time when everybody's finally liking it.
Yeah, so the fact that this was able to get 5 total, and I think majority, if not all, every single season has been praised by fans and people in the media. So
yeah.
So all the major casts are coming back, and this will be the final season. And they said, sorry, go ahead.
No, finish it.
Yeah, the article just saying the creator was like, how do we break up the band for good? We want to send everyone off on the right note, make sure that there's something that we can't leave open for like for like more. So this should be the all season. So.
Frank, did you watch this show?
Just half of season 1.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
As usual, I just start things and don't
I thought I was the only one who actually am up to date with this show.
I like it, but I'm nowhere near up to date.
Oh, okay.
So
phenomenal show.
In the next 5 years, I'll finish it, and then I'll be like, guys, it's awesome, and then you're like, yeah, we already knew that.
Phenomenal show. I normally get turned off with shows that have too many twists and endings and all that.
Yeah.
This has enough. The twists, there's a long time before. There's a good time between one twist and another twist, and for the most part, you don't see the twist coming. And the characters, you either decide if you speak Spanish, you could watch them in the native tongue. It's a Spain show, so it's a different kind of Spanish, but you can watch it in their native tongue, or you can watch it dubbed. I decided to watch it dubbed, so I became more attached to the characters in their dubbed form. I like their voices, how they sound. Yeah. Violet likes it more in Spanish, and we actually kind of fought between how we're going to watch it, either in Spanish or in English.
That's funny, man.
So it's a very, very, very good show. You guys should watch it.
Ooh, yeah, I got to get back on that one.
So that's it for my news.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah, I got no
man,
more.
I actually beat you guys. I got 2 more pieces, so I'll run through this real quick. So Halo Infinite multiplayer confirmed to be free to play.
I saw the
And
headline. Yeah.
it will support 120 frames per second on Xbox Series X, and it says more details to follow soon. So they're going the route of Call of Duty Warzone, and then of course going the route of Fortnite and Apex Legends and all that.
So
What do you guys feel about this?
probably a lot of microtransaction, no?
Possibly.
To make
If
up
you
for it.
buy,
Like if you
yeah,
want a cool skin here,
100%. If you want to get more skins, buy the complete game, or if you want to level up faster, get the complete game.
or
I
buy
don't know
some
what they
Mountain
would do with
Dew or
that.
buy some Taco Bell and you'll get a code.
Oh, that's 100% going to happen. I don't know, man. I feel like this is not bad because I mean they're giving me a reason to play this game, but they're also giving me a reason just to hold on to my Xbox.
The one thing I hate is like games like that, and it even happens in Warzone, is that you end up spending a whole lot more money than you would just by paying the $60, and they know that too. So they're giving you the veil that it's free, but you're gonna see people running around with cool skins, or you're gonna see the cool store update, and you're gonna want to spend 10, 5, 20. And if you do that over the course of a year, you might spend like hundreds of dollars.
Oh, you could always say no, Frank.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, dude, I do frequently.
Yeah,
I think I bought one pack in the store for Warzone so far, so I'm proud of myself.
And I had to buy that bear skin, so
yeah, that was your one that you had to buy. So
yeah,
this is the way of gaming nowadays. Though, you gotta pay to play, pay to look cool and all that kind of stuff. So this is not par from the course. This is pretty standard point. Like it gives you a taste because like Warzone is cool, but after a while it's just doing the same thing over and over again on the same map. It's like, is there more to life than this? And then you buy the full game and okay. Yeah, and so this is not surprising at all. I mean, I'll play it unless it's gonna be like another 100, gigs to play. I'm like, I don't have room. I can't. So we'll see where it goes.
Oh, you better count that it's gonna be another 100 gigs, but you also need an Xbox for that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't have one anymore, so I won't be. You tell us how it is, man.
You're gonna buy an Xbox for Halo.
Nah.
That's the only reason why
Halo's been dead to me for a while.
You're dead to me, sir.
They messed up the last one really bad. The last one was pretty bad, dude.
The story mode?
The whole thing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Okay, we'll move on from that one. And then the last thing is a cool little tidbit of news. It's not really news, but it's more like the behind the scenes. Apparently, it came out that there was a rumor that Dave Bautista tweeted out a picture of himself on the Warner Brothers lot. Said it won't come to you, so get after it, and it says #Dream Chaser. And a lot of people thought that he's probably going to be playing Bane on the Batman. So far, someone tweeted out, just saw an article speculating that Dave Bautista maybe, should be, could be playing Bane in the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Please, DC movies, make it happen. And then Dave himself posted, unfortunately, it's not. Tried my best. What do you guys feel about if he did get the spot and he's just kind of putting the veil over our eyes? Or what do you guys even think about him probably even getting the role?
He has a size for it. He can definitely be he can definitely be a badass Bane, but I just don't want to see Bane again. I want to see new bad guys. There's plenty of other people that they haven't touched yet, and if they did, they kind of ruin them. Because like Bane, they messed him up the first time. They did better the second time around. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at all. This would I'd be like, yeah, I'm all in with it, but I kind of want to see new bad guys.
I want him to go do Gears of War movie. I mean,
Tom?
that's what I need. Him and yeah, all these guys, man.
But you need who's gonna play Phoenix?
Forgot they picked somebody recently, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Like in another
just
world,
grab,
it probably
you know,
Perlman. Like if it was younger, if Perlman was younger, it could have probably been him.
Yeah, that would have been cool with the voice and everything.
Coltrane, who would have been Coltrane?
Man, I don't even. Well, probably Cruz or somebody like that.
Cruz, I feel like is a cop out. I could see that.
Oh man, just put him in there.
He, like Terry Crews, probably the guy you can go, oh baby, Coltrane coming in. It's like like he just looks like they say that.
Yeah.
It's like there's like Jaleel White, but he can't. I don't think he can do like the whole
Not even sure who that is.
Oh, I know who. He was in Black Panther. He was the gorilla guy.
Oh, the M'Baku guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, that's not his name, right? What's his name?
I don't know. You tell me.
He was also in the Us movie, right? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he was the dad.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be okay. I just
Winston Duke.
There you go. That's his name.
Winston. I don't know. I mean, that would be terrible, but I still think Terry Crews, like again, like watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he just fits better and better in that role. So.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if this were to happen, I'm okay with it. Not only because it's Bane, but I know the Batman is setting up its own world since we're getting an HBO Max show and all that. And I think if we do get Bane, it's not going to be probably the Bane we know, or I think it's going to be its own little take on it. It's going to probably be pre-Bane, or maybe Bane just in the shadows, or you just see him real quick. So I'm down for that. I think with the Batman, I think we will be getting new characters. I don't think all characters could fit on the screen though. Like, could carry a movie. Maybe Riddler could carry a movie, and we're getting him now again. But who would you want? Like Mr. Freeze?
I mean, again, ideally, absolutely, because I love Mr. Freeze. But you can you can do it with like good writing, because again, like Vulture. Normally people go, just some old guy with wings. But
yeah, you would have thought that wouldn't be good.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like
I love the way they blended him into the world, like where he's a what do you call it? A scavenger of the battles. That's a great idea.
Like
you could do it, but it's just a matter of doing it.
Again, yeah, like to do it, but you got to tweak a couple things and make it feel a little better. But instead of taking the time and effort, they go, bang.
But for the stage in his career, Mr. Freeze seems like a weird choice. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It does, but I mean,
and the aesthetic though, as well, because look at his car, look at how he looks. I don't know.
Well, talking again, about too high tech.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he look kind of weird, like a big blue guy with a dome and all that. So.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to look like that. But who would you want, Sonny? If you want more characters or different characters, I'm looking at the Rogues Gallery, so I know who you're talking about.
I mean, you can even mix a couple things. Like Firefly, I think would be like a really.
It might be kind of cool, the jetpack or something.
Like a good first bad guy, just to get him like, okay, this is like the first like non-mob boss guy I've had a fight. He has some high tech stuff on him. He kind of hover around. I like stuff like that. Like just kind of like pace it out, because like you got the main OP guys. You got like Mr. Freeze, who's super high tech and futuristic thing. You have Joker. You got Poison Ivy, but then you got like low level tier guys that can come in. Like again, since if they're looking to make a whole new world, start off small. Like again, Batman always starts off fighting the mob and some like small time crew guys. Then he moves on to like like Firefly and like low tier guys that he hasn't met before. Now he knows how to deal with them. Then we move up to bigger guys, Bane, Mr. Freeze. So like there's like tiers to it. So
Yeah.
this is like Batman early. There's no reason why they can't use like a B level guy and go, hey, let's just tweak his story a little bit, make Batman like have to adapt to this new type of bad guy he's never faced ever. Because again, he's just used to fighting rapists, muggers, gangsters. So this would be like a new challenge for him to like try to get around. So Firefly, I think would be.
I mean, I would welcome another Bane. I don't really care, especially if
I
it's
would.
Batista.
I think
so.
I would take Clayface over Bane, probably.
That
Or
would be
before
cool.
I'm not over Bane before Firefly. Firefly is a cool concept, but I think for a high end movie to have a movie all on Firefly, I think that might be just a waste. I think he will fit more into the TV
probably.
shows.
I mean, you can make.
Oh, with a TV show, yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like you can make him like a merc. He gets hired by the Falcones or by Black Mask or something like that, and like he's not like the main bad guy, but he's like the main threat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I mean, but how long are you going to spend on that too? That's the thing, because the Falcone story on itself is pretty interesting. Because that leads to other stuff, and like even the Long Halloween itself, that was a great story, and I feel like that's what's going to be adapted into this one. We never seen Clayface, and I want to see. I think Clayface would be a good one. If it is the Long Halloween, you're probably going to get Calendar Man, and that's a weird fucking bad guy on there in itself. But Calendar Man itself was pretty interesting if you kind of go back to it, or even there, he was very good. He was kind of like a creepy guy. And he was even creepy in Arkham Asylum, if you guys remember visiting him in the courthouse.
Yeah.
See,
again, like Calendar Man, never seen him on like.
And there was that
could work,
There was a thing like if you showed up to see Calendar Man in the game on a certain day, something would happen. I forgot what happened.
Like the major holidays, he'll nothing will happen. He will just talk to you about the holiday. Okay. And I think by the time the whole year passes, I think he disappears, if I remember right. And then you get an
you might be right.
You get an achievement, but he was showing
never figured that out. Never.
I forgot. I think it was Halloween because I think that game came out in October. So I checked it up on Halloween just to talk to him just for fun. And apparently he started talking something new. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And I think I looked it up, and it was confirmed that if you did it every holiday, he'll say something new. So that was one reason why I always turned on that game.
Yeah.
During the holidays.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
And also with this, Clayface has a different. I guess there's Clayface 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different Clayfaces. So that could all be combined into one too. So I think that's pretty cool. Firefly will be good.
Dang.
Firefly, I liked how they did that in Arkham Origins, where that was basically his first bad guy that he faced. So I like where you're going with that. I just don't know if it's a whole movie. And I think it's the same. I think he was hired too. Firefly was hired as well. So yeah, we'll go off of that. That's all mine.
Yeah. I just want more Batista in general.
Batman.
That too, yeah. All right, guys. Nerd outs. Who wants to nerd out?
I think we all are nerd out. Frank, you
did anybody watch? Thank you. Did anybody watch The Rental?
I did.
Manny did not.
You did not?
I did not yet. Did you?
I did, yeah.
You brought it up.
So anyway, this is gonna be one of my nerd outs. I watched it with Nicole, and I did like it. Towards the end, I'm not sure, but overall, it's definitely worth a watch. Kind of came out of nowhere for me. I never heard of it, and I don't know. I liked it. I kind of like that Franco had a more of a hand behind the scenes with it. So,
Did you like this one more than 1BR?
no, I actually liked 1BR more.
Okay.
And how about you? The opposite, or
Yeah, I was the opposite.
yeah,
I like this one a lot more.
okay. Because it
Especially
was
the ending.
more realistic to happen, or like why?
I think so. I think it was more realistic. It was more a little freaky.
Hmm.
Violet and I always talk about renting something, or maybe we don't talk about it. I think about it that I just want to get away, and that's
Yeah,
somewhere I would probably like to get away, just with the ocean and all that.
yeah,
The ending, I think, tied it all in together,
hmm
which was very, very cool, and kind of creepy at the same time. Um,
yeah.
Leading up to the climax or whatever, her and I were just kind of guessing on who it might be and stuff like that. Um, and a weird thing happened. It's so fast paced, that movie. I think it's fast paced.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah, I think it is. I think I don't want to say until Sonny watches it, but
Yeah.
we checked how much time was left, and we were
Uh-huh.
surprised.
Oh yeah.
We were surprised. We were like, "What? What?"
To me, it
But
wasn't fast, but it wasn't like painfully slow, so it was perfect to me. Like the pacing was pretty good.
yeah, it had a
I would
human
recommend a
element to the
watch.
story, which I really liked.
Uh-huh.
Like it was very grounded to earth, and I did like that human element kind of thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, and it was, yeah, I mean, it's like when you have movies like this, you could either have like annoying college age people who are like really annoying and like all they
Yeah,
want to do is party and then they're stupid, and or you have more like this where it's a little bit they're a little older but they still do stupid things, but it's different stupid things, and it's
yeah,
like yeah, there was a lot of human element and more believable. It's like you could put yourself in that situation
yeah.
because you're like, okay, yeah, I might want to rent a place like that and just get away and blah blah blah. So,
Um,
yeah, solid recommend. Maybe 7 out of 10 for me.
real
Fuck, I
quick for
forgot what I
those
said.
for someone who doesn't know what this movie is, what's the quick synopsis of the film? Like
Couples rent a
again,
B&B and something bad happens.
something bad.
Yep,
Okay, that's good
that's
enough.
all I can really
It's
tell you.
it's not the getaway they signed up for. I think that's what they said.
Ooh,
Yeah,
put that on the poster.
I think it is on
Um,
the poster or the tagline or something.
would you classify this as like a horror, a thriller, psychological? Where
Thriller.
would you
Thriller.
thriller?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thriller. Did you watch 1BR, Sunny, or no?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, I want to hear what you think on that one.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
if
and then the
they're
rental
not
as
too
well.
expensive to rent, I'll
I
watch them.
think these are two good movies you could watch together because it has the same kind of vibe. So you could, if you're like, I want a double feature or something, or maybe even in one weekend, doesn't have to be like back to back.
This is actually a pretty good double feature. Yeah, you're right on that one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it till you recently watched 1BR, and then now you watch the rental. But yeah, rental's worth watching.
What else you nerded out on?
The last thing, and it's just kind of expanding on Ghost of Tsushima again. When I told you guys first about it, I played maybe 2 or 3 hours, and now maybe around 12,
Oh,
14
hey,
hours.
that's a big jump.
First of all, I mean, it's a beautiful game. The graphics keep wowing me. Like it hasn't worn off. You know, sometimes when you play a game at first, you're like, wow, this is great. And then
Right.
later you're like, yeah, it's still great, but it's not wowing me anymore because you got used to it. But this one is still kind of wowing me. There's so much weather and there's so much particles and wind and so many cool effects. And I am really liking the upgrade system because in a lot of games, like you kind of just get more health, and that's kind of like your upgrade path. But this is more like techniques. Like you learn how to use smoke bombs, or you learn how to like block spear attacks, not just sword attacks. Because in the beginning, you have to dodge certain attacks. You can't parry like a spear or something like that because you kind of don't know how yet. But as you play, you get more stances and more stuff like that. So I am liking the game. Pretty awesome, man. It looks like a really long game. I have like almost none of the map open, and there's like a million missions, and there's a lot of discovery stuff where you could follow a fox, or you could follow the wind, and you could find like these bamboo stands where you can try to chop it, and it's like a little mini game. And if you do it
Okay.
correctly, you can get some points, and then you could upgrade yourself, or you could find new gear to put on, and it's more
Mhm.
cosmetic, so you can look cool. You make your guy look different and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, man, I'm really enjoying that game.
Cool. Very nice. Would you say it's worth the full price tag?
Yes, I would. It's like I said, it's extremely long. Looks like I've heard people say 50 to 70 hours.
Oof.
But it has to be. You have to be really up for that type of game. Like if you want, it just depends what you're really into. If you're more of a shooter, then probably not. You might want to wait until it's a little cheaper.
Fair. Cool. I have been wanting to play this, so it makes me want to buy it more and more now.
Yeah, and there's also kinds of cool stuff. Like, I mean, you could eventually learn how to deflect arrows, or you could learn how to do a roll, or you could learn how to learn a new stance that can fight against shields instead of, because at first you're not that good at fighting against shields. And then you could do standoffs. So like you kind of just stand next to each other and you both have your weapons ready, and then you have to kind of time your strike or whatever. But or you could just kind of stealth and assassinate. It really depends on how you want to play. So there's a lot of variety.
Have you noticed a lot of weather changes as your gameplay has changed?
What do you mean by that?
Just answer the question, and I'll say
I
it.
don't really understand. Like
Did you notice the weather change?
yeah, a lot, all the time.
No, but
All
like
the
the
time.
way you play.
So apparently, I just read this. The game's weather will change based on your play style. Did you know that?
Okay. No, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it just
So if
came
you're
out today.
stealthy, it'll be one way, and then if you go straight rush in, it'll be another way.
Apparently, there's more storms if you go down the ghost path. Deeper down, you go the ghost paths.
I see few storms, not a lot of storms.
Are you more of a ghost?
No, I always challenge them to a duel first. I do the standoff, and then I just fight the whole camp.
Come here now.
Yeah, I just run. I do run around, but I don't really assassinate. I don't do the ghost route really. In most games, I don't. But that's really awesome, man. I didn't even know that. There's a lot of little layers that they added, so that's a really cool thing to know.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
I guess because you would need more storms, right? Because if you're stealthy, you need to be able to sneak around better.
But apparently it's supposed to also reflect your main character's path as well.
Nice.
Because apparently that's a little bit darker path, doing the ghost thing and all that. So that's really cool. I sent you the article for it.
Thanks, man.
If you want to read it.
I do. Yeah, it's a great game, man. I'm really enjoying it.
Nice.
All right, guys. What do you got for nerd nuts?
Manny, what's your nerd nuts for this week?
Well, I saw the. Sorry, I was reading something. I saw the rental. I really like that one. I think I saw that a couple days after we talked about it. And we saw it on there.
Yeah.
That's really it, man. I haven't turned on my PlayStation. I really wanted to, but I just never got around to doing it. Watch a lot more baseball, which I kind of hinted at before. Cubs are starting out pretty good, 5-2, which is awesome. They're the only team in the Major League Baseball that has not have one single COVID test positive, which is awesome. They're really being serious over there.
They're the only team.
So far, they're only team. So far, there's been 2 outbreaks, one with the Marlins and now most recently one with the Cardinals. So hopefully this keeps going and we can keep playing.
Hey, there's a basketball guy who snapped his leg really badly. Did you hear about that or no?
No, I haven't heard
it recently.
I don't know. I saw a video. I don't even know the context. Maybe it's like 20 years ago already. But
I think it's a little bit older because there's at least 2 of them.
It was so horrible. I hate seeing those videos.
Yeah,
but yeah. Well, a good thing the Cubs, There hasn't been any outbreaks. What do they do if they can't play for a couple weeks or what?
So it depends how bad it is, but if one player tests positive, then they most likely will postpone that game, do tests. If any more come up, they might postpone the series. And then there is a taxi squad where they're supposed to send people in, but I mean at that point it depends how bad it is with it. With the Marlins, it ended up being a total of 18 players, or 18 people, players and coaches, that ended up getting sick. And then for the Cardinals, right now it's up to 6 players and coaches.
Dang.
So yeah.
Always close.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't really done anything else. I think those are my 2 nerd outs. I really got to turn on my game. I feel bad. The people I normally play Call of Duty with, they've kind of forgotten about me.
Yeah, same
so
here, man.
I just kind of have to play a little bit more. I still have Last of Us 2, and I haven't popped that one in. So,
yeah, man. That one's I think it's 30 hours or something. It's pretty long. All
That's
right, man.
it.
Sonny,
All right.
what you got?
So I got two nerd outs.
Cool.
First one, I finished God of War.
Yes.
I think like Friday. Very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Story great.
What did you think about? I guess spoiler. It's a year old or 2 years old now. But
I think too.
like for me the ending where they're going through the caverns, you know what I mean? That part. The reveal was mind blowing to me. Did you think it was pretty cool, or what did you think?
Wait. We should probably do. Should we do like an after the show?
I mean, this is a pretty old game already.
2 years
What
old.
did we do this for before?
What do you mean?
Oh, when we reviewed the movie, was it Haunted or on Shudder?
Was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
We did do that.
No.
Yeah, it's 2018. I mean, and there's a spoiler warning, so.
Yeah, just spoiler guys. I mean, it's nobody can really tell you. Like again, like if you're like me, you don't really care if it's spoiled now. You just want to play your own time. Listen, if you haven't played it yet and you've been dying to, that's your fault. So here we go. Spoilers.
I will say the spoiler's pretty big, and I'm glad I didn't know about it playing the game.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm really glad.
So if you were having any chance of hoping to play this game on PS5 as the remastered edition or whatever,
Please skip forward
and still
like
haven't
2
played
minutes.
like just skip.
Yep.
Or just,
All right.
yeah,
Pretty fair warning. Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? Oh, there was some points throughout the story where the kid surprised me the way he talked back, because at first he never talks back and he kind of backs down from Kratos a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as any little kid probably would. And it's not to mention having a crazy dad like Kratos. But later he really talks back, man. He really is like,
I wanted to
shut up, or like, you know,
like cut him in half.
like, oh,
a little fucker. He's like, we're gods. We can do whatever we want. I'm like, boy, I ought to backhand you right now.
Oh, he gets kind of scary at points. That kid, like, he's like starts to enjoy killing, or not, maybe not enjoy it, but he's like, I don't care. It was for revenge. And at first, you know how with the deer, he didn't really want to kill the deer in the beginning. Yeah. So they did a really great job building up to what happened. And to me, I was like, oh my god, I was really mind blown by it.
Like, I remember when you said, like, when he shoots his dad with the arrow, like, well, I understand why. No, I didn't. That was a dick move. Like, the kid was just a dick. Like, he did not have to do that. Like,
but it makes sense, though. Like, his little inclinations are coming out, despite how he's being nurtured by how he's being raised. His nature is coming out.
It's not his nature. He just thinks that's what he had to be. Because well, you're like this, Dad. I have to be like this because
word.
Yeah, because his nature was, hey, I don't want to kill this deer. Let's help out as many people as we can. Let's be good people. But then he was like, oh, we're gods, so we can be assholes. Cool. Like no.
It's kind of like the power of it corrupted him, and he got corrupted along the way. And then, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be really.
That part kind of threw me off a little bit because it happened so fast. Because it it's not like he had powers to be like, oh wow, this is what it feels like to be a god. It was just, hey boy, you're like part god. Cool. I'm a god. I'm the greatest thing in the world. It's like you were dying like 2 minutes ago. Calm down. But the
Yeah,
ending.
but as a little kid, I mean,
So the ending. What were you trying to say before we went to spoilers?
I was saying like, it turns out that he's actually Loki. Isn't that right?
I mean,
If I recall.
I don't know if he's Loki or not. That's the name his mother wanted to give him, but Kratos decided to name him after that famous Spartan instead. So he was maybe meant to be
Right.
Loki. We don't know if he is or
He's
not.
Loki.
Yeah, he is, right?
I mean,
He's
most likely.
100% Loki. If you follow the wall, all that with the giant serpent and all that, that has everything to do with Loki.
Yeah, and I mean all the little lore you're finding, and then at the end,
I'm not too familiar with the story of Loki, so I'm gonna take your word on it. But it was
Well,
cool
no,
to be
the
like,
story that's in the wall right there.
no, just in the game, like game
no.
wise.
In the
Well,
game.
yeah, but I mean, these are all based off of like the like Norse lore. Like some things have changed to fit the game, but that's basically what the lore of that world is. But yeah, because like
Sunny
I know
completely
that
just watered down the whole ending that blew our minds, Frank.
Well, I thought it was freaking
Sunny
awesome.
with
It blew my mind. I was like,
I was more
he's
like
Loki.
that's cool. Like that didn't really
Yeah.
catch me off guard. Like seeing Thor at the end was like, oh shit, it's about the mother.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
hell
how-
yeah.
Um,
That was pretty amazing. Like,
it
they
was
gave you
cool,
both.
like-
They gave you, like, a story thing to hang on to for next time, and then they gave you, like, a action battle thing to hang on to, too, with the
yeah.
Thor thing.
Because I was more interested in when they found that wall of art of like here's like these symbols of war for like 4 places. You had Greece, you had I think it was Japan, you had Egypt, and then
Uh-huh.
like I think it was like Ireland or Scotland or somewhere in that region. So it
Yeah.
was really cool to watch. So I was like, okay, that to me had more implications, and that was awesome to see. Because I'm still interested on how he got to Nor's world. I mean, that's not what it's called, but like like the Nor's world. Like how did he
Oh,
create
yeah.
leave Greece that's now just covered in water and go to a new realm?
Yeah, that is kind of... Yeah, I didn't never really explain that, right?
And then like
That's
his
like
wife's
used
a
to the
giant.
sequels.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really cool. Again, like to me, it didn't blow my mind that he was Loki. It was more like that's cool. Okay, let's see what you do with that.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Like soon to come because the wall panel was cool where like obviously they show him dying. It's like yes, indeed, boy. I'm like oh my god. So I want to see how we get to there. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Because in that picture, I think he was still a little like a kid. He's not a teenager or like taller. He's still a kid. So we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
I was very satisfied. It was great, great story.
Yeah, man. Loved it.
Gameplay was solid throughout the most part. I don't know if it got easy. It felt like it got a little easier towards the end. Like I don't know if like I just learned how to play or whatever, or I upgraded the right way, but it just felt easier toward the end. So that's just me. But
I think
Valkyrie,
maybe.
and then,
Yeah, it kind of did get a little easier.
ask us if it got or tell us it got easier.
What,
I fought one Valkyrie. I found her by accident. But that was
did you
hard.
get whoops or...
Oh yeah, she whooped my ass. Well, because
Yeah.
because I mean, as far as I'm aware, from the way the game is built, they're like they're meant to be fought after you beat the game, so you can go on here. So they're not like a part of like the main story. It's when you're ready and you're like level 100, then you can
I think
try.
I beat 2 maybe, but I couldn't barely beat him. Did you play, what is that mode where you're on the mountain, the volcano mountain, and you keep going up different levels and keep fighting?
No.
There's like
Did you
another
venture
challenge
to
mode.
New Worlds?
I have think 2 I haven't gone to yet. I think, or no, well.
I think you have to visit them all during the game.
No, you don't. You don't.
There's like 2 or 3 blocks.
if you visit the world that you're talking about, it's not really hell. I don't think. No, it's not hell for sure. It's not hell, but it's basically a world with just lava, and it's a challenge mode. And if you get far enough, you could actually buy some armor and some weapons that actually power you up pretty heavily. That's what I did, but it got too fucking hard, so I just gave up on it. Like I think I walked away with badass looking armor, and that's it.
Yeah, there's that the whole mountain challenge thing. I got pretty far. I couldn't beat it though. I think there's 100 levels. I got to like 70 or 80. Yeah, but it took a really long time. It's like really difficult too. But overall, man, great game.
I don't know if I'll go back and play other stuff. I kind of like beat the story and soon I beat it. Like I'm satisfied. This was really good. So I don't know if I'll go back and play stuff, but really fun.
Sure.
Yeah, again, the game was gorgeous. The story was great. Kratos is a great character. The kid
hell yeah.
Good character. Also wanted to put him in the face sometimes, but really good character. But like the character I thought that was going to be annoying, but ended up being one of the favorites was the head.
Yeah.
He was really cool. Just like him talking about the story as they're making comments and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, this guy's funny and cool. And he's a wise motherfucker. So it was cool.
Yeah, he was a good one.
And then another little side note, I finished that, so I started playing Spider-Man.
Nice.
Really weird because I'm used to the Arkham fight where like the block is triangle and not a circle. I'm like, shit, damn it, fuck.
Yeah, it's actually, and then if you stop playing for a little bit and come back, you have to like relearn it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But when you get good, you get good, man. Like you can really zip and like it's pretty crazy what you can do.
Yeah. So that's the start of that. I'll keep you updated on how I.
How much have you played? Like an hour, 2 hours?
Like an hour and a half so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep playing. Let us know.
Yeah, I did the first portion part, then I just went around looking for backpacks. So.
Yeah, that was fun. I did that for a while, and then I found some really cool ones. This is probably the best Spider-Man games since the second one, the one that everybody loves back on like PS2.
Yeah. My last nerd out is The Kingdom, which you can stream on Netflix now.
Yeah, I keep hearing about this.
I'm really surprised at how much I actually like it. Like the first season is good, but when we get to season 2, that's when they start to like flesh out the characters more.
And this is like a MMA show, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the best way, because like it feels like it's kind of shot in the same way. Like take Sons of Anarchy, take all the family drama stuff, like all that stuff that they do. Take out the bikers and drugs and put in the MMA, and basically that's the type of show you have. Because like they're all just horrible people. They're just like drug dealers and they're like drug users and just terrible husbands, terrible friends, all that stuff. But they are actually likable. So you kind of care what happens to them, and you don't want bad things to happen to them. But at the same time, they did it to themselves, so you really can't say much.
Okay, I think I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, the cast is really good actually. Like Frank Grillo's in it. You got one of the Jonas Brothers, I think.
Yeah, I saw that. He's on the cover there.
Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, like I was kind of surprised, like looking at the cast and the people that come in season 2. I'm like, oh shit, this is a really good show. So
it's kind of like one of those like, is it one of those like where it's a show about MMA, but it's not about MMA?
Right.
Like they just happen to be that,
Yeah,
I mean?
This is just about a family that's all fucked up, and they just so happen to all fight. So yeah.
Okay.
Like. I don't know any MMA guys, like any actual fighters, all that kind of stuff. But I think the stuff that they do talk about fight, like when they gotta like cut weight, where like this guy had to lose like 20 pounds like in 12 hours to actually is like like small stuff like that. Probably the MMA guys might go, oh yeah, that's realistic, that's pretty cool. But kind of like the league, it's about fantasy football, but you don't stick for that. Like, it's not really about that. It's more like about the friends being assholes and doing stupid shit. So this is a good show. I would recommend watching it. like I said, like so like this is one of those shows I think was on DirecTV. So there's nudity, there's swearing, there's sex. So this is like a full on rated R show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have kids, I would probably not put it on loud. But yeah, so just kind of give that
Alright.
heads up to you guys.
Are
real quick.
you like what season are you on right now?
I'm on season 2, episode. I think I just finished episode 10. So I have
Okay.
like 20 more episodes.
Yeah.
There's 3 seasons. Season 1 and 3 are 10 episodes, but for some reason season 2 is 20 episodes.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so there's like 40 total.
Dang.
I know people are online already going like, "Hey, this is doing well. Netflix, bring it back for a season 4, like one more season. Who knows? This would be a good show for them to pick up. I think if they did want to go that route. But yeah, 40 episodes total so far. I'm invested. There's situations and stuff comes up. You're like, how would you react to it? And there's like some stuff with like one of the characters' name is Jay. Oh my goodness, I get the names mixed up all the time because they're really close. It's like Jay and Ray and Bob. I don't know, but yeah, this one guy has to do something with a family member, and it's like it's such a hard question to like a hard dilemma. Like, what do you do, and how do you handle it? It's like it hits you really hard, and like it's not out of nowhere. It's just like it builds up to it, and then when it actually happens, like, oh shit, what the fuck would I do? I have no idea.
Yeah, totally.
So,
yeah, I've been hearing about this a lot. So
yeah, it's like a family drama, I guess is the best way to put it. But fun to watch. It's good.
Nice.
So it's on Netflix if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah, I was seeing it on there too. Yep.
I completely forgot. I started watching a little bit more, or I finally picked up Hannibal again, and holy crap, it was getting good. I'm on season 3 now.
Oh, nice.
And which is the final season, and yeah, so good.
Nice.
Well, that's it for me, guys.
All right, guys.
Stuff we want to bring up to the table?
Just where they can find us.
That's a good question, and I'll answer for you right now. If you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, you can go to Spotify or use any podcasting app out there to find us. Type in 3 Nerds on a Sunday. You want to watch the video version of the podcast, you can go to YouTube, search 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Keep up with us up to date whenever a new episode comes up on Facebook. Again, just search 3 Nerds on a Sunday, follow us there, and you'll know the minute the new episode comes out.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys,
sir.
for listening. It was another good show. So we'll
All
see you guys
right,
next week.
and girls.
Bye.